nights I feel like 75 as I open the sunroof just to let in the light.
Kurtz is one of the most feared hitters.
What a magical night for the Big Amish.
Caleb Durbin, turn out the lights. The rookie.
'Cause nights like this.
Cade Horton has had a brilliant year.
Swing and a miss. 7 shutout innings.
Drake Baldwin exits stage left. The rookie Baldwin delivers.
Jacob Wilson comes through once again for the green and gold.
The savior in Sacramento.
A remarkable rookie season.
Roman reigns supreme. And a no-doubter from Roman Anthony.
So nights like this, I'll be holding you close.
What a rookie campaign.
Award season in Major League Baseball is here. Alongside Tom Verducci and Cliff Floyd, I'm Robert Flores. We're glad you're with us. For the next hour, we're going to celebrate a group of young players, and before we award our Rookie of the Year in both the American and National Leagues. Cliff, you finished tied for 5th.
Oh, did I?
In the Rookie Year voting in 1994. So you know how difficult it is to play this game at this level. What does it say you get to have this group of young men experience success right away?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking forward to these dudes next year getting the full season when you talk about Roman Anthony, when you talk about even Jacob Wilson missing some time with that broken forearm. But consistency is hard to achieve, especially when you're young. When you look at these guys and how they're doing it, I think, hats off to them for what they've been able to do early in their careers.
And Tom, sometimes, in some cases, this is just the beginning of what could be spectacular careers.
Oh, yeah, I think that is the case here. We're going to make history tonight handing out the Rookie of the Year awards, but this is just chapter 1 for these guys. There are no flukes here. This is a special class in both leagues.
All right, so let's take a look, and let's begin with the Rookie of the Year nominees in the American League. Starting first in Boston, Roman Anthony was top 3 among American League rookies in on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and OPS+. His 140 OPS+, the highest by a Red Sox in his age 21 season or younger since Ted Williams all the way back in 1940. From the Athletics, Nick Kurtz led American League rookies in homers, RBIs, extra base hits, walks, runs, and OPS. His slugging percentage of .619, the 3rd highest by a rookie in MLB history, while his 173 OPS+ is tied for the highest by a rookie in the modern era. And his teammate, also from the Athletics, Jacob Wilson's batting average of .311 was the highest by an A's rookie since your boy Pinky Higgins back in 1933. He looks to become the first A's rookie to win a Rookie of the Year since Andrew Bailey in 2009. So those are your 3 nominees, and we're pleased to be joined by 2 members of the Athletics, Jacob Wilson and Nick Kurtz, who join us now via well, I guess it's a cell phone, could be a computer, we don't know. But Jacob, let me start with you. You obviously come from a baseball family, and I said it to Cliff earlier. Playing this game at this level is extremely difficult. As a mere mortal, I can't imagine how difficult it is. But what kind of gratification do you have that you had some success right away early in your big league career?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of learning, from your teammates or coaches, being able to, talk to them on a daily basis and be able to, learn from the veterans that we had in the clubhouse, be able to come to the field every day, show up, and kind of just learn how they went about their business. And, we had a lot of young guys on our team, be able to, like I said, learn a lot. And, we're going to the offseason trying to learn more and be able to come back next year even stronger.
Hey, Nick, it's Tom Verducci. Congratulations on being a finalist. I don't know if you saw it. We saw a clip earlier with fans dressed up in the Amish outfits. You got to tell our viewers, you got one of the best nicknames in baseball, the Big Amish, where that came from, and then the butter churning motion at second base or anywhere on the bases. Tell us about it.
Yeah, during spring training, so we introduced ourselves in first big league camp. So then kind of tell a little bit about myself, and there's a big Amish population back home in my hometown, Lancaster. So going throughout then, and then when I got called up, a couple of guys, especially Max Schumann, started calling me Big Amish. And then you get a nickname like that, you kind of just have to lean into it a little bit.
Yeah, lean into it.
Oh, he does.
Hey, Jake, I got to go to you, man. Listen, I played against your dad, Jack. He was pesky. He was annoying. And when I look at you, you hate to strike out. Just talk about, talking to him about the craft of just going up there and putting that bat to the baseball and making sure you give yourself that quality of bat you've been having?
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to high school. He was my high school coach and travel ball coach, growing up all the way through. And, like you said, that was the one thing that he hated doing the most was, striking out. So that's kind of something that he taught to me at a young age. And that's something that I kind of took pride in, going up and be able to, spoil the pitcher's best pitches and just trying to fight off and, wait for, a pitcher to make a mistake. There's sometimes where you just got to go up there, put the ball in play for your team, move a runner or just put it in play and, hopefully it gets through and get on base for your team, especially, in my situation with the A's, we have guys like Nick and Brent Rooker behind me who are just, you get on base, it's a, 2-3 run shot coming in really quick.
Hey, Nick, I've been waiting to talk to you, big dog. When you think about big lefty, I was that big lefty in the box, and I didn't hunt the fastball like you do, but I want to go back to July 25th real quick. I know you've been reliving it with the boys in the offseason. But just take me through that night, man, and how it went about and just your mindset in that box.
Yeah, you kind of show up like it's any other day. And during that time, you obviously, you feel like you're seeing the ball well. And it's just kind of everything that had to go right kind of went right. I'm looking for this pitch, and you threw it. Next to bat, this pitch, and so on, therefore. Some of the things I couldn't even dream about having a night like that. And it kind of just all came together.
And you just missed one. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You just missed out. What a night, man. Congrats, bro.
Almost had 5.
Thank you.
Crazy. Hey, Jake, I want to dive deeper into your approach to play because it's hard to make money in the big leagues with 2 strikes, right? Pitchers love that count. Hitters hit under 170. You were the 4th best hitter with 2 strikes, 258. Man, that is crazy. So whether mechanical or mindset, take me into what your approach is in 2-strike counts.
Yeah, mechanically, I always kind of just try to shorten up, make everything quick, be able to stay short to the ball, and kind of eliminate, as much, movement with the head as you possibly can. And then, the mindset's also a huge thing for me. Being able to go up there with confidence that with 2 strikes, I know that, I can handle, pretty much anything in the zone and just try to, like I said, foul off those pitches that are close and, foul off as many as you can to you get one that's, in the strike zone, a good pitch to hit. So I think there's a lot of mentality that goes into it, along with, the mechanics side that I've really developed throughout, high school, college, and even throughout pro ball.
Hey, Nick, Jacob referenced it earlier about the power that is in this lineup. He mentioned you. He mentioned Brent Rooker, Lawrence Butler, Shea Langoliers. What do you see from this core group of athletics that are potentially building something special in the American League West?
Yeah, I mean, it's a super fun team to be a part of. The nice part is you don't have to be on every day for us to win. Like you said, we have 4 or 5 guys that can homer, that can have 3-hit games, that can kind of do it all. So to have that and kind of, gets rid of a lot of the pressure that you have going up there and, trying to compete every day, that no matter what you do, the guy next to you is gonna pick you up. So it's really fun to kind of go in there and battle with those guys every day.
Well, Jacob and Nick, congratulations on your campaigns. Hang tight. We're going to check back with you a little bit later in the hours. But in the meantime, we appreciate it. Hang tight. We're just getting started on this Rookie of the Year award show. When we come back, Cliff and Tom each take a deep dive into all 3 finalists, what made them so effective in their first big league seasons. As well, Cliff is going to tell you why for Nick Kurtz, it's all about the Oppo Pop.
This guy is in his zone. Not just amongst rookies, amongst major league players.
A whole lot of offense off the bat of the big Amish this year. Jacob Wilson comes through once again for the green and gold.
Roman Anthony is real. Just 21 years old, folks.
He can swing and he can churn up the defense as well. Simply remarkable what this dude has done since he's shown up.
Exclamation point on the rookie campaign.
Welcome back to the 2025 BBWAA Rookie of the Year Award Show. We're starting in the American League, where we have a pair of athletic teammates, and from the Boston Red Sox, Roman Anthony. The Red Sox looking for their first Rookie of the Year award winner since 2007. Meantime, the A's have not had a Rookie of the Year award winner since 2000. 9. Back here with Cliff Floyd, Tom Verducci. I'm Robert Flores. We're glad you're with us. Certainly 3 very worthy contenders. Roman Anthony is among the finalists. He missed the final 22 games of the regular season with that side oblique injury. And Tom, his absence was felt by that Red Sox lineup.
Yeah, Roflo, when I see a 21-year-old rookie command the strike zone the way that Roman Anthony does, that's going to get my attention. And I compare it to Juan Soto. Yeah, I just compared him to Juan Soto because we're looking at the lowest swing percentage in the major leagues in 2025. And there is Roman Anthony. I want to show you practical examples, though, of what that can do in terms of changing at-bats. First, we're going to take an at-bat against a left-handed pitcher, Dietrich Enns, Baltimore Orioles. Left on left here. You're going to be challenged here. Watch these first 2 takes. I mean, those are just outside of the strike zone. Now he gives up a slider there, 2-1. This is a big pitch right here. How does he stay off that pitch? This is a pitcher's pitch, and I'll tell you what this means. Because changing the count here, rather than swinging that pitch, look at the difference when the count's 2-2 as opposed to 3-1. Oh, wow. That is a huge difference. And by staying off that pitch, he got himself a 3-1 pitch. All right, now roll it. What happens after that? Now that he's got the count in his favor, fastball, goodbye. That home run is a product of controlling the strike zone. Now I want to show you another at bat here. Took this out to dead center, too. The way he stayed on that baseball is impressive. Against a right-handed pitcher, yeah, nobody less than Paul Skeens on the mound here. This is ball 1. Yeah, it looked like it caught the zone, but that's ball 1. He's not going to chase early in the count. These are just off the plate. 3-0. Okay, statue take right here. No problem here. 3-1. Watch Skeens comes in with a heater. Did you see the way he took that? It looked like he was looking for a ball away. Skeens is thinking he's looking for the ball away. He's surprised inside. Oh, I'm going back in. Oh, you can't go back in. 99 gets the bat hit out. I don't know whether he set up Paul Skeens for this pitch right here, but taking the 3-1 fastball in the zone like he was expecting away and then jumping on 99 in, I mean, that's advanced stuff he's doing as a 21-year-old. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
He shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't.
Meantime, the Athletics have, we referenced their emerging core, and Nick Kurtz is right in the middle of it, Cliff.
I mean, he is special for the simple fact that when you think about what he's doing, look at this slug against the 4-seam fastball. And for me, when you have those dudes in front, even the dudes behind them, what I'm saying is, a year ago, this dude was at Wake Forest. I mean, he only had 33 at-bats, 33 games in the minor leagues. But I think the biggest thing for me when I'm watching him is his ability to slug the fastball from foul pole to foul pole. Look at what he's doing. So for me as a lefty, I'm saying to myself, okay, yeah, if you want to stay in the big leagues, you have to hit the fastball. But if you're going to hit the fastball out to left field as a left-handed slugger, then I'm with it because I'm going to pay attention to detail. How do you get him out? I don't think you have a way to get him out. There's always the adjustment to the adjustment. That's what every coach says. The adjustment to the adjustment is what the pitchers do when they can't get you out. But how are you going to get him out when he's doing this? Tom, I don't think you can. And then you see him stay in on fastballs. You see him stay in on everything. Gets himself in great counts, typically all the time. And I had to show you guys the July 25th night when he hit 4 homers in Houston. But just to watch him mature and get to this level, I just say this. When you hit the most opposite field homers with these dudes behind you, it's saying a bunch about your first season in the big leagues.
You know, he's not, obviously doesn't play his home games in Houston, but he's going to play a lot of games there in Houston, and those Crawford boxes look perfect for his swing. What about his teammate, Jacob Wilson? You mentioned you played with his dad. He's got the big league pedigree, but he's a lot like his dad in some ways.
He really is, and I think the biggest thing is, yes, he hits the off-speed, but when you think about not striking out, I love this board because why do you have to strike out? Why can't you put the bat on the baseball when you have an approach to do it? When you look at these dudes, they all had good seasons based on the fact that they put the ball in place. Stop striking out so much. And when I watch Jacob, it's all about, look where his eyes are. This is Hunter Green, right? This is fastball way off the plate. He's going to be pesky. He's going to foul off pitches until he gets the pitch that he wants. When he gets the pitch that he wants, he's not going to chase out the zone, but he's just going to put it right back where it came from. And all these things he's going to do is going to get his teammates going and score more runs and allow them to be, wherever Kotsay puts him in lineup, he's going to be that good. And you're watching him. And I love Chad Patrick because I think he's one of the best relievers in the sport, especially with the Brewers this season. But look how his takes are. They're quiet. They're anything off the plate, not in the zone. If there is close, he's going to foul off when he gets his 2 strikes. Tom, you just alluded to, like, all these things, pay attention, but it's short, quick to the baseball. And when you're watching him, 200 hits is on the horizon every season when you have that type of approach as a youngster in this game.
Also, just 8 errors defensively.
It's a special group. We're talking about patience, power, contact ability, different skills, but they're here for a reason.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, the wait is almost over because when we come back, find out who is the 2025 American League Rookie of the Year. Plus, we're going to be joined by a former Rookie of the Year who will help with the announcement. Welcome back. We are just moments away from finding out who will win this year's Jackie Robinson American League Rookie of the Year. Will it be Roman Anthony of the Boston Red Sox, Nick Kurtz of the Athletics, or Jacob Wilson, also of the Athletics? We are just moments away from finding out. You know, back in 2005, the American League Rookie of the Year was closer Houston Street. While playing for the then Oakland A's, he had 23 saves with an ERA of 1.72 across 78 and a third innings. He was a 2-time All-Star and played 13 big league seasons. And I am thrilled to welcome Houston Street to the show. Houston, how you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for having me.
You got it. What do you recall? What do you recall about that season, other than that it ended in a Rookie of the Year honor?
Yeah, you're just trying to set a tone for yourself, trying to establish yourself in the league. You're excited every day to be at the ballpark, to be a big leaguer, to accomplish a dream that you dreamed of your whole life. It was one of the most special seasons of my career, not for the award. That made it more special, but just every day showing up to the park and thinking in your head, I'm a big leaguer.
Was there a moment, or at what point during that first season, that you had the revelation that, hey, maybe I can stick around here. Maybe I am going to be able to have success at this level?
You know, I think when you get used to the names on the back of the jerseys and just getting back to competing, you know, you don't see A-Rod or Jeter. You just see the right-handed hitter, and is he trying to go away? But you got to get it done. You have to prove it to yourself yet again. The cream rises. As they say, it's hard. It's a hard league to stay in, but you just battle one day at a time. And for me, it was the veterans. The veterans on my team: Mark Kotze, Barry Zito, Jason Kendall, Eric Chavez, guys that would pull you aside day to day and give you little pointers. They made it a lot easier for me. We had a great group of veterans my rookie year.
Well, in addition to this walk down memory lane with Houston, he is also going to help us with the announcement. So, Houston, take it away. Please announce the winner of the American League Rookie of the Year.
This year's 2025 Rookie of the Year, deservedly, is Nick Kurtz.
Nick Kurtz of the Athletics, the first athletic rookie to win this award since 2009. Let's take a closer look at the voting and the totals of how it broke out for Nick Kurtz. A unanimous winner for the big power lefty from the Athletics. We want to thank Houston Street for helping us with that announcement. But let's say congratulations to Nick Kurtz. Nick, congratulations. What are your thoughts?
Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's a great, ending to the first year. And kind of like Jacob said earlier, just excited to use this and keep on grinding and come back better next year.
Hey, Nick, congratulations. And speaking of grinding, man, there's a lot of rookies hit a wall in the second half. You got better as the year went on. What was the key to that, your first full season?
Yeah, I think it's about getting comfortable, and not just, as a player, but, being someone in the big leagues. It comes with a lot of different stuff, and you kind of got to learn about yourself and the game along the way. And, we're all great players. It'll come at some point, but the timing is always different.
Hey, Nick, I always talk about making adjustments to the adjustments. What's some of the things that you had to adjust to, and then some of the things you work on in off season to get to the point where you said, I want to be better come spring training next year?
Yeah, I mean, during the year, it's a game of adjustments. They find a way to pitch you, and then you gotta, find an adjustment the next day to kind of be better at that, and then they'll find a new hole, and then a new hole the next day. So it's constantly just adjusting every single day, and then I'm a big believer in there's always ways to get better, no matter how the year went. So maybe hitting lefties a little bit better, maybe hitting the changeup from righties a little bit better. But, staying the other way and staying with that approach and then putting the other stuff inside with that.
Hey, Nick, I hope you enjoyed Cliff's breakdown. That was awesome. But you got to tell us, where does it come from to be able to hit that fastball so deep to take it out the other way? Is that something you've always done or learned to do?
I think it's something I learned that when I'm going well, when the swing is right, the ball's going that way. So once I kind of learned that about myself, I kind of wanted to get really good at it. If that's the way for me to be the best at all times, be consistent in my swing, or not try to do that all the time.
Well, Nick, we want to extend our hearty congratulations on winning this Rookie of the Year. I know you go into the offseason and to 2026 with a lot of momentum, so we appreciate the time, and once again, congratulations.
Yep, thank you guys, appreciate it.
And as well, we extend our congratulations to the other two finalists, Roman Anthony of the Boston Red Sox and Nick Kurtz's teammate, Jacob Wilson. So it is harvest season for our friends at New Balance. They're celebrating Nick Kurtz winning the 2025 American League Rookie of the Year award.
This guy is in a zone.
When Nick touches the baseball, good things happen. Known for his power.
And the big man showed some of that bat speed.
It's just unbelievable how hard he hits the ball.
How about it, Kurtzy? What a magical night for the Big Amish. Second deck.
The amazing rookie season continues.
Smooth as butter, baby.
And they're mobbing the rookie Kurtz at home plate.
And once again, a special thank you to former big leaguer Houston Street. Let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year finalists in the National League. When we come back, we're going to chat Cade Horton, Caleb Durbin, and Drake Baldwin. You're watching the BBWAA Rookie of the Year Award Show. Welcome back. A reminder, this is what the rest of the schedule looks like this week as our award season continues. Manager of the Year will be awarded tomorrow right here on MLB Network. On Wednesday, it's the Cy Young, and then on Thursday, it's the Most Valuable Player. All shows start at 7 o'clock Eastern with some re-airs thrown in. All right, let's take a look at our finalists for the National League Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year Award. Drake Baldwin's 80 RBIs, the most by an NL rookie this season, and the most by a Braves rookie since Chipper Jones back in '95. He's trying to become the first Braves rookie to win this award since teammate Michael Harris II back in 2022. Caleb Durbin, who was acquired in the Devin Williams deal before 2025, led National League rookies in stolen bases and hit by pitches. He's trying to become the first Brewer to win this award since Devin Williams back in 2020. Cade Horton had an ERA of just over 1 following the All-Star break, which was the lowest by any rookie all time. He's trying to join Kerry Wood in 1998 as the only Cub pitchers to win a Rookie of the Year award. And we're pleased to be joined by all three of the finalists: Drake Baldwin of the Atlanta Braves, Caleb Durbin of the Milwaukee Brewers, and Cade Horton of the Chicago Cubs. Gentlemen, congratulations. Caleb, let me start with you. It was about a year ago at this time of the year that you were traded from the Yankees to the Brewers as part of the Devin Williams deal. What were your expectations of the Brewers organization when you got the news?
Yeah, I was super excited. Obviously, you get traded and you do your little research to kind of see where you're going. And I saw it seemed with a lot of guys that, played a similar ball to myself and has had a lot of success in the last couple years. So I was super excited. I thought it'd be a good fit. And, even after the season, I couldn't be more excited to be, a part of this organization.
Hey, Drake, it's Tom Verducci. Congratulations on being a finalist. If you stick around, I've got to break down your swing. That's called the teaser in this business. But before we get there, I got to ask you, I love it so much the way it stays in the zone for a long time. How did you develop that swing? I know you played a lot of hockey growing up, but that swing is so flat. How did you develop it?
Yeah, a lot of people say that the hockey helps with it, just a little bit of hand-eye and stuff, but you just kind of try to stay through the ball, hit the ball the other way, and just kind of a lot of work in the off season of just trying to hone it in and make it the best it can be to compete in the big leagues every single day.
Hey, Cade, congratulations, man, on being a finalist, bro. I saw you a lot this year. Obviously, I saw you in the first half, and then we saw you do what you did in the second half. How are you feeling, first off?
I feel good. I feel good. The rib feels good. So just excited to get after it this offseason.
No doubt. I looked at the four-seam fastball from you in the second half. It was unhittable. And I'm trying to figure out, because velo-wise, nothing changed. What was it? Was it location? What was it for you as far as in the second half where that fastball was so dominant?
Yeah, I think it was location. I think, just being able to put it up in the top of the zone was huge for me. So, yeah, just being able to command it and getting ahead, getting in good counts. So, yeah.
Cade, Tom Verducci here. I think when I looked at your season, I think of a key turning point. You had that one start at Houston. I'll remind you, you gave up 7 earnings in that game. But you bounced back the next game with 7 shutout innings against Cleveland. Those last 14 starts, a 1.43 ERA. Tell me about what you took out of that game that carried you through the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think in the Houston start, I feel like I was just really emotional. I let the results dictate, how I'm pitching. And so I think moving on after that start, I kind of, stopped pitching for results and just started sticking to the process. And I felt like once that happened, I became, more free out there and not pressing so hard.
Hey, Caleb, man, I got a chance to see you as well, right? Obviously, the Brewer-Cub rivalry is strong. Just talk about you for a moment, just the fact that you hate striking out. I was just talking to Jacob Wilson, said the same thing to him. You guys like to put that bat to the baseball. How big was it for you just to be a part of this organization where that's what your forte is putting that ball in play and making that defense make a play?
Yeah, it's huge. I think just, our identity as an offense was just try to, create as much chaos and put as much pressure on the pitcher and the defense as we could. That's the kind of ball I like to play. So, yeah, it was a great fit, and it's really fun when you have, a whole lineup of guys that, you love watching and kind of want to emulate in your own game.
Well, Drake, Caleb, and Cade, we appreciate the time. Stay tight, hang tight, because we're going to announce the big winner. We're just moments away. But in the meantime, let's take a quick time out. When we come back on the show, Horton, Durbin, Baldwin, who will be named Rookie of the Year in the senior circuit? We're moments away. But first, what made Cade Horton's changeup so elite? Tom Verducci will tell you that, among other things, when we come back.
And that brings up Caleb Durbin.
Cade Horton, and it's Drake Baldwin
For the first time as a big leaguer.
Caleb Durbin of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Caleb Durbin!
Big swing from Caleb.
Baldwin came up and was absolutely fantastic.
Gone again!
That Rookie of the Year resume is getting more and more impressive.
Cade Horton. Horton here's a who.
swing and a miss, strike 3.
Absolutely lights out for the Cubs. Well, this is a great debate. Rookie of the Year finalist in the National League.
All right, so those are the 3 finalists for the National League Rookie of the Year from the Atlanta Braves, Drake Baldwin from the Milwaukee Brewers, Caleb Durbin, and Cade Horton, also of the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs. Now, for more on Cade Horton, let's send it over to Tom Verducci in Studio 42.
Hey, thanks. There are some pitchers, they have elite velocity, and others, great at deadening the baseball. Cade Horton is one of the rare pitchers elite at doing both. Fastball velo at 96 in the 91st percentile in terms of spin rate. But when it comes to that changeup, wow, it's one of the best in baseball. 118 batting average against top 3 among starting pitchers in MLB. Now, you just can't look at the changeup by itself. You have to look at it in sequence. That changeup, to me, plays off the fastball so well. He has elite movement on this changeup, as we're going to take a look at, because Cade Horton has the same arm speed on his changeup as he has in the fastball. That's why you see some funky swings against him. Look at the arm side movement on these changeups. That is elite. But I want to show you one at bat against Jose Ramirez, one of the best hitters in all of baseball, to see how fastball and changeup work in combination. Let's go back to a game at Wrigley Field this year. Cade Horton, first pitch. Look at the movement on that cut fastball there, 95. Comes back with a changeup. Wow, you almost never see Jose Ramirez with his top hand coming off the bat. I want to show you how those 2 pitches work in sequence. sequence so well so you can get a good hitter to miss like Jose Ramirez. He thinks it's a fastball. Now, the key for Ramirez is he just saw 95. You have to be geared to hit 95 in the box. You want to contact that pitch right here at 95. The problem is, if you don't get 95, that changeup is way out there. It's 5 feet out there by the time you're committed to a fastball. So what do? That's why the hand comes off the bat. You've literally run out of barrel, and you say, uh-oh, that pitch is still out there. It's very rare to say Jose Ramirez or anybody swing that badly on a changeup in the strike zone, but it happens because of the same arm speed and 9-10 mile an hour difference between the fastball and the changeup. Now, Cade Horton's not done yet. He still has to put away Jose Ramirez. How's he going to do it? How about another changeup? And he took that very well, but that doesn't scare Cade Horton. Comes right back with it to get the swing and miss. Look at the 1 o'clock spin axis on that changeup. That's where he's getting that arm side run. This guy pitching like a veteran. Cade Horton is a rookie who can both spin the ball hard with his fastball and deaden it with movement with his changeup. That is an elite combination. Back to you.
Great stuff, Tom, here with Cliff Floyd. And you referenced it earlier in our previous segment. Cade Horton was almost a different pitcher pre-All-Star break and post.
No, I think the biggest thing, and I had a chance to talk to, Cade at AAA before he got called up. Stuff-wise, yes, you can't be predictable at the big league level. And I think the one thing that he realized when he made the adjustments was if he could elevate the fastball and get these guys to look up with the velocity that it had, he can get them off of it with the changeup, which was really good. So when he had that combination working, he was able to go out there and dominate like he did in the second half of the season.
One of the other finalists also plays in the National League Central, and that's Caleb Durbin of the Milwaukee Brewers. It was a match made in heaven because he does a lot of what the Brewers value as an organization and team.
Real flow, kind of like a jack of all trades when you think about what he brings to this team, especially at the bottom half of this order. And when Pat Murphy put him in, I think the one thing you're looking at is, can he put the bat on the baseball enough to be consistent? Because the defense is there. Yes, he's going to steal bags. He stole the most bags of any rookie at 18. But look at this at bat. Not chasing, short and quick, and everything is geared to the center of the field. Whether you pull off or not, it has to go back up the middle. And that's the one thing when he gained his confidence, you saw him get on base and take chances. You want every young player to have the ability to take chances. And at third base, just smooth with the feet and the hands, make the accurate throw over the first, but then live for the dramatic. I can walk you off with a bomb. He has some homers, and then I also, because I'm a good hitter, I can slap you to right field for a knock to win the game too. So all these little things played into them winning 97 games and going where they went this season. But look at where you are when you look at the percentile of ranking of strikeouts, whiffs, and squared up. Like, these will keep you in the big leagues. You won't ever see AAA again when you put up these type of numbers.
Good point.
And I think it's on his way. This is coming from D3 college where I think he needed this environment. He needed to be in Milwaukee. I'm not going to say he couldn't play in New York. I'm saying when you look at Milwaukee, it fit who he is and what he's about, and he showed it.
Tom has made surprisingly quick time going from Studio 42 back here to 21. You promised the breakdown on Drake Baldwin and his swing. What is it that you like about so much?
Oh, man, everything. I want to dive into the metrics on the swing because it does. You do appreciate what he does in the box when you look at these. Elite bat speed, start with that. The attack angle is below the major league average. That's when I talked to Drake about having a flatter swing. And the attack direction is really interesting. The average hitter is going to hit more to the pull side. He's got more of an opposite field, an inside-out stroke. So when I watch a young player come to the big leagues, I like to pay attention to where does the defense play him. And if you watch the defense against Drake Baldwin, you have to cover line to line. You don't see the outfield shifted over because this is what he does. Sprays line drives all over the field based on where the ball is pitched, based on the velocity of the pitch. Drake Baldwin is going to get many hits to the left field, center field, most of it's through center, and as well as right field. He does not start out as just a pull hitter. So when I look at his swing metrics, it really stands out to me as being somewhat unique in today's game where everyone's trying for launch angle, get the ball in the air. Yeah, we want to see the ball in the air, but he does it more in line drive. Look how flat this stroke is. When you're like this, look how long his barrel is in the strike zone. Wow. That's what I call a repeater. And the guy with the metrics most like Drake Baldwin, Gunnar Henderson. Keep the front side closed, leg kick, the hands are close to the body, and the stroke is more inside to out with the hands close to the body. Gunnar Henderson also has elite bat speed. By the way, He won Rookie of the Year award.
Yeah.
Gunnar Henderson?
Yeah.
That's my comp for Drake Baldwin, Gunnar Henderson.
There's been a lot of good catchers that have come through that Braves system recently. Contreras, Langoliers, Baldwin, Murphy's still there, so there's a lot to like about the catching position.
I think this cat's staying for a minute.
You might be right.
Yeah,
okay. Nick Kurtz has already been named the American League Rookie of the Year. Who will be the winner in the National League? Will it be Drake Baldwin, Caleb Durbin, or Cade Horton? Find out when we come back. Welcome back to the BBWAA Rookie of the Year Award Show. Earlier in this program, we awarded Nick Kurtz of the Athletics as the American League Rookie of the Year. These are our 3 finalists for the National League. Drake Baldwin of the Atlanta Braves, Caleb Durbin of the Milwaukee Brewers, and from the Chicago Cubs, Cade Horton. And we're just seconds away from announcing the winner. But first, Ryan Howard was the 2005 National League Rookie of the Year. That season, he hit 22 homers, 63 RBIs with an OPS of 924 in 88 games. The next season, he won MVP. And the former Philadelphia Philly good enough to join us now here on this show. Ryan, aside from winning the award, what do you recall about that 2005 campaign?
Oh, first things first, that was a long time ago, man. I mean, 20 years. Wow. The biggest thing for me was the opportunity of having the chance to make an instant impact for my team. I think that year we were hunting for the postseason. We came up a little bit short towards the end of the season, but to be able to have that type of season to where you can come in, kind of get your big league jitters out of the way, but show that you belong. And, I think for me, it was that kind of did it for me, was being able to come in there and have that big impact early on.
Ryan, earlier in the show, we had one of your contemporaries, Houston Street, on, and he talked about how the veterans in his clubhouse really helped him build a foundation for success. Who were some of the veterans when you came up that really helped you?
Oh, man. At that time, 05, we had Kalo, Kenny Lofton was on the team. Michael Tucker was on the team. The usual suspects, my man Young James, Jimmy Rollins. A lot of those guys, Burrell, all those guys kind of helped me out. Tommy was big as well. Wow. I mean, obviously having to come in and replace him when he got hurt, but early on in spring training, he was able to make an impact and kind of give me some good words of encouragement as well.
Wow, some great names there. Ryan, you were good enough to agree to help us with the announcement. So, my man, the floor is yours.
By all means, your 2025 Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year Award winner for the National League is Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin of the Atlanta Braves is your National League Rookie of the Year. And I think he's got a few excited friends and family with him there as he awards or gets this award here. Here's a breakdown of the vote. Drake Baldwin with 21 first-place votes. Cade Horton had 9 as he finishes second in this voting. And Drake, congratulations. I can hear the excitement all the way here in New Jersey. What's going through your mind right now?
I mean, this is crazy. I'm with Spencer Schwellenbach at his house. So, I mean, this is wild. I mean, looking back at the start of the year, I would never really thought I was going to be in this position. And even a couple weeks in, I mean, there's so many ups and downs and stuff, and now being able to cap this stuff with this award is just so special. I mean, this whole year has been a ton of fun. It's everything you dream of, and being able to get this is just one of the coolest things I've ever had happen.
Hey, Drake, Ryan Howard is still standing by, and I think he wanted to pass along a few words. Take it away, Ryan.
Hey, Drake, man, congratulations, bro. I don't know if you guys know, but we went to the same college. So that's really awesome, man, to be
Missouri
able to see.
Missouri State.
Nice.
Missouri State, yep.
Okay.
I was there with Southwest Missouri State. So, but Drake, man, it's always been fun for me watching you, man, even from your days back in Missouri State. So, bro, continued success. It's the only award here you can win once, man, and you did it, bro. So, he is out there. He's happy for you, bro. We're all happy for you, man. So continued success, man. Keep it going.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, a lot of people probably don't know, but he helps out with Missouri State, and I was able to have one of his scholarships when I was there. So
wow.
From the second I got, I was looking up to him, and I mean, him being able to announce this award makes it that much more special. So I appreciate it.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
awesome. Yeah.
Drake. How did I do on the breakdown, by the way, on that swing? Did I do okay?
I love it. I'm going to try and keep doing it. I mean, I know Gunnar is a great player and a good player to strive to be.
But, you know, I want to talk about defense as well. Let's not sleep on the fact that you catch really well, had a lot of pitchers come through there this year. Tell me about all the attention you give the defensive side of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I think that's one of the bigger jumps getting into the big leagues, especially as a catcher. I mean, it's just handling a pitching staff and doing all the scouting reports, learning what makes the pitchers tick, learning how to get hitters out, all of that. And I mean, the only way I could do it is with all the help I had throughout the team. I mean, I had a locker right next to Sean Murphy. He was just such a big help the entire year even the last couple spring trainings to now. And I mean, he sat next to me every day. He was in all the meetings. He was doing everything he can day in and day out to kind of help me through that process. And I don't think I would have been able to do it without him.
Hey, Drake, I was watching that breakdown with Tom, and I'm like, man, that leg kick is a perfectionist type of approach, meaning that your timing has to be impeccable, right? Like, you can't be late. That timing, just talk about the timing and how much you work on that in the cage and make sure you got it down where you need to be.
Yeah, you definitely tinker with it here and there. I mean, some of those days where you might not be feeling as good, you kind of shorten it up and just try to put the bat on the ball and kind of use the whole field. And some days where you're feeling really good, you just kind of go out and let it eat. So you kind of learn how to pick and choose spots to take your shot. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of always had. So I've been able to just kind of tinker with it day in and day out.
Well, Drake, congratulations. Give our best to Spencer Swellenbach. He's a friend of the program, so we look forward to seeing him back healthy in 2026. And once again, congratulations to Caleb Durbin and Cade Horton, our other two finalists, and a special thanks to Ryan Howard for help with the announcement. Congratulations, Drake.
Yeah, thank you, guys. This is awesome.
You got it. Now, with more on the breakdown of tonight's results, let's check in with the BBWAA Secretary-Treasurer, Jack O'Connell. Jack?
This marks the 10th time a Braves player has been honored, the second most in the National League to the Dodgers' record total of 18. Alvin Dark and Sam Jethro were winners in Boston. The Braves did not have a rookie winner during their 13 seasons in Milwaukee. Other Atlanta winners, Earl Williams, Bob Horner, David Justice, Rafael Furcal, Craig Kimbrell, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Michael Harris II. The 1-2 finish by the Athletics' Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson is the 5th time in the American League and 9th time overall the teammates were the winner and runner-up in balloting. Others to do so were the Orioles' Ron Hansen and Chuck Estrada in 1960, the White Sox' Gary Peters and Pete Ward in 1963, the Red Sox' Fred Lynn and Jim Rice in 1975, and the Mariners' Alvin Davis, and Mark Langston in 1984. It occurred 4 times in the National League, most recently the Braves' Michael Harris and Spencer Strider in 2022.
Appreciate that, Jack. Thanks for the perspective. And that's going to do it. Congratulations to the winners. Award season continues tomorrow. We will be awarding Managers of the Year. For Cliff and Tom, I'm Robert. Thanks for watching.